Okay, we're going to start on page 284, positioning objects. You can either, there's a couple different ways. They talk about absolute positioning, which is what we will explore first on page 285. We're going to go to, in our browser, demo underscore positioning.htm. Oh, I have to open it through the folder. Duh. Okay. Okay. The demo page contains two colored boxes that you can move by changing the values in two sets of list boxes. The boxes are initially set to their default position, which is within the flow of the other elements in the page. To make it easier to place the boxes at specific positions, a grid marked in pixels has been added to the page background. Select Absolute from the list box for the outer box, and then press the Tab key. Okay, well, it already moved it. Enter 275 for left, press Tab, and then 350. And then press Tab again. And then you can see, as shown in figure 456, the red outer box is placed at those coordinates, 275 and 350. 350, 275. Okay, within the demo page, we'll select Absolute from the boxes for the inner element. And we're going to put 90 in the left one. And 75. Okay, and you can see how it moved it there. Okay. It's placed at the coordinates 90 and 75 within the outer box. Within the outer box, not at 90 and 75 in the browser window. It's important to note. Okay, next, let's select static from the list box for the outer element. Okay, the red outer box is returned to its default position in the normal document flow, and the yellow inner box is placed with the coordinates in the browser window. Okay, see? You can enter negative values for the top and left styles to move page elements up to the left from their default location. So you can continue experimenting with the demo page. Right now, let's click Reset for the demo page. And now we're going to select Relative for the outer box. And the left is going to be 275. And 50 for the top value. Okay, and it moved it. Note that the sample paragraph does not flow into the space previously occupied by the box. Okay, so that's what relative does. So with the red box still relatively positioned, enter 0 for the left and top position. To place the object, okay, and then we're going to select Absolute for the yellow box. We'll enter 70. Okay, and then they talk at the bottom of page 289 about how to create drop caps, which is kind of interesting, where you have the big letter at the beginning of the paragraph. Okay, so now let's reset again. Now we're on page 290. We're going to select fixed for the outer element, 300 for left and top. Okay, the red box is moved out of the document flow and placed at the window coordinates. The sample paragraph moves up into the space previously occupied by the red box. Okay, we'll select inherit from the list for the inner. And the yellow box inherits a position style of its parent. In this case, it uses fixed positioning and is placed to the right of the outer red box. Okay, it says resize the browser window so it's small enough to force the browser to display the vertical and horizontal scroll bars. I don't see the boxes like it says. Ah, there they are. And they do stay right where they're at. They don't move. Okay. You can continue to experiment if you want, but now we're going to return to the CP reset CSS. And we're going to remove the header down here and save it, and then go to styles. Directly below the style rule for the body selector near the top of the page. Right here. Okay, we'll save it, Control S, and we'll look at the cycle page. And I'm going to refresh, and we should see this up here, and we do. Okay. Next we're going to go to CP reset again, and we're going to remove the aside. And we'll go back to this. I saved it. And now at the bottom, we're going to insert some more rules. And now we'll save and reload the cycle page again. And now we can see that we have that a sidebar over there. It looks like it needs a little formatting. So on to page 294. Go back to the styles. I'm going to pause while I type this. Okay, and I just typed all of this code right here, and we're going to see if I did it correctly. I'm going to do Control S to save. We'll refresh, and now over here should look like bottom page 294. And it does. Yay. So we're going to move on to absolute positioning and element widths on page 295. We're going to go to the CP styles sheet. And we're going to, okay, the body selector near the top is where we're going to be at. Okay. And we're going to add the position is relative for the background for the body right here. We'll save it, Control S, and we're going to reload. Okay, and we're going to change the size of our browser window and see what happens. Okay, it's staying the same. Okay, nothing is being moved around. I can still, everything is still in its same spot. And that's what that does. Okay, go ahead and read problem solving principles of design on page 296 on your own.